Drake has recently re-emerged with additional music, accompanied by a series of clips that have been disseminated widely across social media platforms. Furthermore, indications suggest that he is preparing to release more diss tracks targeting Kendrick Lamar in the near future. The significant outcome of the content strategy employed by Drake to regain audience attention is not primarily centered on him. Instead, it pertains to Kendrick Lamar, the individual whose actions have led to Drake's current unconventional approaches. Following the summer during which Drake appeared to lack direction in his career, Kendrick has achieved an exceptional year for a rapper, marked by respect, acclaim, and impressive numbers. Through the release of only 5 songs, he has achieved one of the most significant impacts in recent hip-hop history. This phenomenon has been primarily driven by the success of Not Like Us, as Kendrick has, with this single track, surpassed the streaming and chart performance of numerous complete albums across the music industry this year. Considering the achievements associated with this record, the relative silence from Kendrick following the release of the Not Like Us music video in July, and the manner in which Drake has managed to undermine his own image through various questionable actions this summer, it appears that Kendrick's success has been firmly established. There is a growing perception that Kendrick Lamar's artistic endeavors may have concluded in 2024, leading to speculation regarding the absence of new music releases. Recent discussions regarding Kendrick and Drake, along with the possibility of their ongoing rivalry resurfacing, have gained traction. Observations indicate that Drake appears to be inviting this conflict, leading to a surge of speculation online concerning the forthcoming actions of both artists. The conversation was initiated by DJ Academic's statement regarding the imminent arrival of Kendrick Lamar. However, Axe expressed skepticism about the reliability of this information, taking into account Academic's usual affiliations and the sources he tends to endorse. Consequently, individuals close to Kendrick formally accused him of dishonesty. A friend of Kendrick, known as Haida J3, contributed a credible voice and viewpoint to the discussion surrounding Academic's remarks on the forthcoming phase of Kendrick's career by sharing several text messages exchanged with Lamar regarding the potential for new music. In response to the rumors disseminated by DJ Academics, the following exchange occurred between him and Kendrick. "But is the album coming out or is you just on Demon?" Kendrick responded with 2 powerful words: "We coming!" The individual who posted the message is connected to Kendrick Lamar, as evidenced by their friendship and the fact that Kendrick follows them. This relationship serves as the most credible confirmation available regarding the impending release of Kendrick's new album. Upon closer examination of the current state of the music industry and an analysis of Kendrick Lamar's intentions in addressing Drake, it becomes evident that Kendrick is strategically positioning himself for the release of another full-length album. The absence of this release thus far aligns with his overarching objectives, rather than being unexpected. Initially, the current dynamics in the music industry illustrate a significant contrast. Drake's ineffective management of his recent conflict has resulted in a notable decline in his standing, contrary to expectations. In contrast, the track Not Like Us has emerged as a leading hit, consistently maintaining a position within the top 5 of the charts weekly. Given these circumstances, it is not strategically advantageous for Kendrick to release an album at this time. Considering the opponent's strategy and the prevailing public sentiment, he would be counterproductive at this moment, undermining his previous efforts to reveal Drake. Currently, there is a perception among Drake fans that Kendrick's actions represent a significant gotcha moment, allowing the music industry to experience a pause, thereby enabling Not Like Us to achieve maximum dominance. This perspective demonstrates significant flaws and indicates a fundamental misunderstanding of the operational dynamics within the music industry. When a song achieves significant popularity, particularly one that contributes to a broader cultural dialogue due to its lyrical content and impact, it is prudent to allow it to maintain its presence until it has completely fulfilled its potential on the charts. As summer approaches its conclusion, it appears that Not Like Us is likely to experience a decline in momentum. Consequently, it will be several months following the most recent music release from Kendrick. The time is approaching for the initiation of his next significant action. Close collaborators of Kendrick, including Terrace Martin, have been engaged in studio sessions with him, contributing to some of his most notable projects. Additionally, DJ Mustard has provided numerous beats over the past few months. However, there is currently no further concrete information available regarding the project. Despite the lack of additional information, an analysis of what 2024 signifies for Kendrick Lamar and his objectives regarding this conflict indicates that his efforts to restore hip-hop to its desired state remain incomplete. Kendrick's diss tracks serve not only as a critique of Drake due to personal differences, but also as a condemnation of the clickbaiting, numbers-driven model of artistry that he believes has distorted the culture he values. Kendrick's approach to confronting Drake served as a strategic maneuver to realign hip-hop culture with its foundational principles, fostering an environment where it can flourish authentically and uphold the significant messages that underpin the genre, messages that have the potential to transform lives. To effectively address the tides and generate the necessary impact on a significant scale, Kendrick must follow this battle with a comprehensive body of work. The global audience will closely observe his subsequent actions and strategies following the conflict. Upon the release of Kendrick's new body of work, assuming it maintains the high standards set by his previous catalog, it is anticipated to be an exceptional record. This release is expected to significantly alter and redefine the current public perception of hip-hop. His actions and the positioning of the genre have led to an unprecedented focus on lyrics and the intricate details that characterize hip-hop at its highest level, impacting not only rap but the entire music industry. Based on the current information, it is reasonable to conclude that a new Kendrick Lamar album is expected to be released in the near future. The increasing number of tweets from individuals discussing Kendrick's intention to refrain from redirecting focus towards Drake indicates a shift in creative direction. Instead, the emphasis will be on producing music that fulfills a distinct and potentially more significant objective. This trend reinforces the underlying goals Kendrick aims to achieve with this album, assuming they were not already evident. Currently, Kendrick is focused on completing his mission. Despite the perceived shortcomings of Drake, it is important to recognize that if Drake were to release another significant hit comparable to his #1 tracks from the late 2010s, it could have a substantial impact. Although it appears that Drake may struggle to reach the top 20 at this time, his historical success cannot be overlooked or underestimated. Kendrick Lamar has decisively triumphed in this rivalry by consistently applying pressure on Drake, maintaining an aggressive stance despite the evident disparity in their skill levels. Drake experienced a significant defeat due to an inadequate assessment of his opponent's capabilities. Kendrick is unlikely to underestimate Drake in this context, as such an action would not be consistent with his strategic approach to competition. It appears that Kendrick must release this album within the upcoming months to fulfill the objective he established, or the efforts may ultimately be rendered ineffective in the broader context. In estimating the release date of this record, it is essential to consider the strategic planning evident in Kendrick's actions during this period. This includes the release of Like That, coinciding with Drake's tour, the events surrounding 66 in LA, and various instances reflecting the decline of Drake's prominence. Additionally, the timing of the Not Like Us music video release during Drake's attendance at Michael Rubin's White Party further illustrates the alignment of these events. Kendrick appears to have shifted away from direct confrontations with Drake. However, he continues to undermine him subtly, aiming to make each moment of Drake's life increasingly difficult. It is anticipated that he will maintain this trend to symbolically illustrate his impact on the evolution of hip-hop, with plans to release the album in late October. Drake's birthday occurs on October 24th, a Thursday. Consequently, Kendrick could release his definitive version of The Heart Part 6 on that date, followed by the album launch on Friday, October 25th. The unpredictability of Kendrick Lamar as an artist complicates any attempt to forecast his future actions. However, current indicators suggest that a new album is imminent and will likely be released in the near future. If Kendrick fails to provide a significant response that addresses the current conflict, it may hinder the redefinition of hip-hop's landscape. Lamar has the potential to establish a new framework and set a benchmark for future artists regarding the implications of this dispute on the evolution of the genre. This is particularly relevant in light of the perception that Drake has taken advantage of rap music, contributing to some of its less favorable aspects. Without Kendrick's impactful musical contribution, the efforts may ultimately lack significance. Based on the information presented, please provide your assessment regarding the accuracy of my prediction concerning Kendrick's release timeline. Do you concur with my estimation, or do you anticipate a different time frame for his arrival? I look forward to your insights. to observe the initiation of round 2 in the ongoing conflict between Drake and Kendrick, and to analyze the potential implications for the forthcoming release of new music from Kendrick.